The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of Central Kentucky high school football starts now. Presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College.
Good evening and welcome to Tates Creek High School Week 8 action, the district opener. I'm Chris LaBar. He's former Middlesboro head coach Bill Powell. We've got Dunbar and Tates Creek tonight. Both these teams with losing records, but it's 0-0.
Oh yeah, and it's really just the season starts over for them, and so both of them have struggled, but it's a new season tonight, and so it's a big game for both of them.
This Tates Creek offense, very prolific. B.J. Evansville having a fantastic season, but can they stop enough people giving up 38 points a game?
Yeah, that's the question. That's what you've got to ask yourself. And also, you got the Cooper twins, who are really tough to handle down the receiving corps, so they've got their hands full stopping Tates Creek tonight.
JT and Luke Cooper having fantastic seasons, and for Dunbar, really a new look offense. They've got some playmakers, but defense having a very solid season for them.
Yeah, they started off strong, but they ran into a little buzzsaw here in the last 3 games. But I'm sure the Coach Hawk would really like to get things turned around. This would be a good night for them to do that.
So glad you joined us. It's Dunbar and Tates Creek. Up next, we'll chat with Wes Johnson, head coach of the Bulldogs. We'll have that for you in just a moment.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
A new year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun.
Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
Well, Wes, a big ball game tonight at Tates Creek. You guys have had a couple weeks off. What have you been up to as you get ready for this district opener?
Well, the week we had a cancellation, we were practicing, all the way up. So we've been really just kind of trying to, just really kind of hone in on some things and get better at some of the stuff that we're doing.
Your defense coach appears to be playing very well at times, despite some youth. How encouraged are you by that side of the ball?
Very, and I think they're having a lot of fun playing it. We went to a new defensive scheme over the winter and summer, and we're, really kind of right now kind of hitting the sweet spot of understanding what we're doing. And, it's a complicated defense, one that's not really easy to play. It's a lot on our defensive unit to understand the concepts and what we're doing. So it's a little bit unconventional as you watch it, but it's really, really kind of helped us out this year in a lot of ways.
As you're in the midst now of year 7 at Dunbar, what's this year been like thus far? How would you describe the first half of the year?
Well, we have a lot of young players, and so we came into this year knowing that we were going to have some growing pains, and it's really been a fun, just rewarding year of watching this team grow into what they're becoming, and we're still not finished yet.
What do you have left on the table here as you have some really important games starting tonight?
Well, really the season starts today. I mean, you can, I always tell them we have 6 scrimmage games up until when it really matters. You have 3 district games, and that's for seeding in the playoffs. I mean, so that's pretty much what we're playing for. And all our goals are still ahead of us, a district championship and playing in the regional game. And so that, all those things are still there as we are getting better and better each week.
Offensively, Coach, you guys appear to struggle at times, averaging 15 points a game. What are some things you can do to jumpstart that side of the ball?
Well, we have to be very creative offensively, and we have to run the football. We're just not the explosive offense we've been in the past. We have some good players, and we have some players that can score. And also I think youth and inexperience plays a role in that. So, as we continue to grow, we make less and less mistakes. We're a team that has to put together 7, 8, 10 play drives. And when you have a young team, it's very hard to go 7, 8, 10 plays without making mistakes. And then we're not one that is going to be able to overcome those mistakes. So, 2nd and 20, 3rd and 18 is a really, really tough down for us. We need to stay on, on schedule and ahead of the chains, every down in order for it to kind of work out for us. So, we've had some challenges definitely offensively this year.
This Tates Creek team appears to have a lot of size up front and some very prolific skill players. How do you combat that and pull out a W tonight?
Well, we just have to be disciplined and not make mistakes that hurt us. We can't get into bad situations. They got size up front. They're very skilled, probably one of the best Tates Creek teams I've seen maybe in the last, since they went to the regional championship game and semifinals. They're very, very talented in a lot of different areas, so it'll be a huge challenge for us tonight, to be able to compete with them. But, it's one of those things where we have to be able to be disciplined and not make mistakes to make it easy for them.
Good luck tonight. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Head Coach Wes Johnson. We'll be right back.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
Let's get real. For a lot of people, 4 years of college might as well be $1 million. With us, you can get a certificate in a matter of months and start a career right away. College for the real world. College for your world.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
I love Head Start.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Chris Labar, Bill Powell back live at Tates Creek High School. District opener for both these teams. Paul Lawrence Dunbar 1-4, Tates Creek 2-3. And Bill, hearing Coach Johnson talk about the journey. This is year 7, and they've lost more games than they've won, but yet he's having a ball.
That's really good to hear. You've got to keep your enthusiasm because kids always take their lead from the coach, and if he's not motivated and he's not believing in his team, then certainly the team won't feel that way.
This Bulldog offense only averaging 15 points per game. Of course, they're replacing prolific quarterback Ethan Teal. Stephen Estep had some experience last year. He has slid in. But this offense, they've got to find some explosive plays.
Yeah, and, I noticed that they spread the ball out quite a bit between the running backs. They've got several receivers that have gotten a good amount of catches, and then they hand the ball off to quite a few different runners there. So nobody's carrying the load by themselves. So he's got a lot of tools to work with.
Ryan Barrett, Connor Norsworthy, also Dominic Faulkner, 3 of their top tier of balanced receivers. And for this Tates Creek offense, which we'll talk more about in a moment with Coach Hawks, he's very high on this talented running back, B.J. Evans.
Yes, I've been fortunate to see B.J. play 2 different times, and he is definitely a real talent. If he can get into space and get a real opportunity, he can take it all the way.
We'd like to thank all of our great corporate partners on Glycod, including Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment. They're located at 1111 Winchester Road and offer the best selection of outdoor parts for all of your lawn maintenance. Feel free to stop by at your convenience. It is a gorgeous weather night, perfect October evening for football temps in the low 60s. It is clear, it is crisp, and it is football weather, Coach Powell.
If you can't enjoy an evening like this watching high school football, then you just don't have it in your blood. But it is. It's a beautiful evening here, and I know the players have got to be really excited. And it's just a great evening for the fans to come out and be relaxed and enjoy a good night of football.
So glad you joined us tonight on Glycod. Up next, we'll chat with third-year head coach of Tates Creek, Jonathan Hawks. He's very ambitious, very excited despite a 3-game losing string. You'll hear from the Commodores head coach in just a moment. You're watching Week 8 on Glycod.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
A new year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
With Fast Signs, create custom deep sea signage that makes the wait a visual escape. Fast Signs, make your statement.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Well, Jonathan, you guys now been off a couple of weeks. What have you been up to trying to get back into the swing of things?
Yeah, we've just been doing a lot of off-field management, trying to get some guys back, get guys healthy. We went through a stretch where we, between that North Oldham game and all the way through that Bryan Station game, I want to say we had a total of 5 starters out, and I want to say 3 to 4 of the starters were linemen. So, of course, it's good to try to get some maintenance done, get some guys healthy, and then, of course, we had fall break. And before that, we were expecting to play a really good ballot team, and that game, due to weather, got canceled. So we took the time to really focus on health and focus on physicality in the weight room, and really took these last 3 weeks just to build our program back to where we've already, established that physicality in the offseason and in the weight room and stuff. But I felt like those 3 losses, it made us stronger mentally, and I think the kids have just understood what it's going to take for the next, 4 weeks to try to pull out victories each week. We're going to have to really work hard.
As you enter the second half of the season tonight, evaluate where you are through the first half at 2-3.
Yeah, we, like I said, played a really good North Oldham team, and I try to prepare our kids going into that game. We were all both going into the same scenario as the previous year, 2-0. And, I knew North Oldham would come out. Coach Roberts does a great job with his program, so I knew he was going to have those guys ready to play. And, on tape, you could tell we were a bigger and physical, more opposing team, I want to say. But those kids, when you look at they have size as well. So when you look at North Oldham and Bryan Station and Douglas, those teams, I think we finally gotten to a place where we can match the size, I guess, up front. But those teams, when they play hard and our kids don't understand the challenges that when you are a better football program that I think we are, teams are going to play you a lot harder, and they're going to want to take you off the map. And I think that North Odom game, it woke my kids up. And then we came and played pretty tough against Douglas. Just some things happened along the way. But again, having 5 starters out, I mean, it makes a difference, especially when you play those programs like Douglas and Station. They exposed us in some spots that we've had to look at film and really evaluate and really get some things together. And so I really think that we've done a great job as a coaching staff coming together and really keeping our kids focused on the main thing.
On the defensive side of the ball, Coach, I know you guys have struggled at times, 37 points per game, but you're going to play some two-way guys now from offense to defense. Is that really to boost that unit?
Yeah, we really want to put, and it took, like I said, it took us playing those Douglases and those Stations teams, those last two losses. It took for us to play those 2 games to understand what we're really going to have to do moving forward, because, you look on one side of the ball, we got some guys that we're kind of shelving on the offense, and it's like, man, these guys can actually play ball. And so, as far as playing defense as well, so we got some guys like B.J. Evans, one of our best players on offense. He's a physical kid. He wants to play ball. He wants to play defense, and so we got some physical guys that want to play, and we want to be fast. We want to be explosive, and I pride myself on speed. So we've just taken time over the last 2 weeks to really focus on speed and physicality, and I think those two-way guys that we got on both sides of the ball now, I think that'll start to help showcase what we really can do.
District opener tonight against Dunbar. How do you handicap this district?
I think we just have to be ourselves and just come out and play Tates Creek football. We talk about CRK football. That's our brand. We kind of hold that as our I don't know, I guess we just kind of lead with that, right? It's courage, respect, and then knowledge. And so we just kind of focus on keeping that as our base, and our kids understand what that means. So we want to be us. We don't want to really focus on anybody else. We want to continue to just play our style of football, and we really want to be physical. We really want to have speed on that field, and we really want to take it to teams. And we know that we're going to go up against some teams like Dunbar, Henry Clay, and Lafayette. They're going to play us as hard as anybody, and we have to be prepared to take those games just as serious as any other game that we played thus far.
B.J. Evans, Coach, having a really solid season, top 6 statistically, 6A rushing. Describe what he's meant to your program here in year 1.
He's been one of the best young leaders that I've had the privilege to coach. I'm excited about him. I think he's done nothing but grow along the way. I think when he came in, over the spring, he was just, there was things that he and I talked about that, he needed to continue to grow in. And just as a first-year running back for us and somebody who, the kids chose as a captain, he's taken on that role and just really said, I'm going to put the team on my back. And truly take the team and put it on his back and really try to help us win some ball games. And those kids, they follow him. The linemen love to block for him. So we get a couple of linemen back tonight that will help out for sure in the run game. So I really look forward to those guys really getting back to that style of play that we were playing those first 2 games.
Pre-game thoughts from Jonathan Hawks of Tates Creek. We'll step aside, be right back on Glycod.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
Let's get real. With us, you'll get a great education that can lead to a great career faster. Even better, you won't end up with crippling debt. College for the real world. College for your world.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time. While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
Welcome back to Tates Creek High School. This broadcast is authorized by Tates Creek High School with production rights owned by Glycod. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all participating student-athletes, coaches, and game personnel. Thank you for watching. I'm Chris LeBar. Bill Powell joins me tonight, the former Middlesboro assistant football coach, and hearing Coach Hawks talk about that acronym CRK, courage, respect, knowledge. He's really trying to impart some wisdom on these young players.
Yeah, I like the approach that Coach has taken. He's really been positive. We've talked about that before. And also liked what he alluded to is when he is deciding to play some kids both ways. Too many schools, I think, have backed out.
And we will step aside back after this.
We're here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
Let's get real. With us, you'll get a great education that can lead to a great career faster. Even better, you won't end up with crippling debt. College for the real world. College for your world.
From Glycod, it's Central Kentucky High School football, presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. Never underestimate you. Tonight's game is brought to you by Cartown Kia in Nicholasville, movement that inspires. IBEW Local 369, power up your potential. Mathnasium of East and West Lexington, changing lives through math. Roosters, a fun, casual place for wings and more. Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky, Community Action Council, New Vista, Tech 24, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, and Fast Signs. Now to the field for all the action from Glycod on Central Kentucky High School football. Presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College.
Dunbar and Tates Creek, Week 8, the district opener for both these teams. And, Bill, let's continue that conversation about Coach Hawks and what he's imparting on these young student athletes.
Yeah, just staying real positive with him, Chris. And he's got to, because he's building a program. And when you're building a program, you're going to take some bumps. And he certainly has the last couple of weeks with Bryan Station and with Douglas. So he's staying positive with those kids. I like the fact that he is playing kids on both ways. Too oftentimes coaches, especially bigger schools, they just assume we're going to platoon. But, you know, as a football coach, you want your best 11 on the field, whether you're on offense and defense. And I know that when I was coaching, we came up here and played Tates Creek back 100 years ago, back in the 70s. And I'll tell you, you had about 13 or 14 guys that played most of the time both ways. And we did more than hold our own, I'll say that.
Let's take a look at the keys to this matchup presented by our great friends at Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky. And for Dunbar, this is a team they've got to establish something on the ground.
Yeah, absolutely. They have struggled offensively, obviously, but they've got to keep the ball out of Tates Creek's hands and see if they can limit the scores from them.
And some offensive creativity, or certainly some defensive creativity. This is a team, first-year coordinator, the defense for Dunbar, Jordan Lewandowski. They're going to stunt. They're going to do some alignments to try to camouflage some of the size difference that they do have.
Right. And I know Boone County is not the Boone County of old with Shaw and Alexander and that crew, but they played them 2 weeks ago, 14-13. And so they did a good job defensively there. And hopefully for them, they can build on that and see what happens here tonight.
What are a couple of Tates Creek points of emphasis?
Well, I think that they want to do what they've been doing, and Jones has done a great job running the ball. As I mentioned earlier, they got the two great receivers, but they've also got about 5 guys that they can throw to, and so I think they're going to want to try to score often. And I think in a game like this, Chris, it's really important to start off and show that you're going to be difficult to deal with tonight, because high school kids mentally, they can lose it real quick if you're not careful.
So this game very important for both teams. Tates Creek, Paul Lawrence Dunbar tonight. We've got a score actually kicking off simultaneously will be Lafayette and Henry Clay. These 4 teams inside this district. Be a 3-week round robin that will determine the seeding for the playoffs that will start 4 weeks from tonight. And certainly Tates Creek and Lafayette, perhaps the favorites thus far in the district, but certainly a lot of football left to be played.
For sure. And I was fortunate to get to see Lafayette, and you and I both did, against Danville, and the coach is doing a really nice job over there. If I had to choose right now, I would say that Tates Creek is probably the front runner, but that's why you play them. Find out.
This Tates Creek offensive line, they are very large. They've got some playmakers on offense, and should be an interesting game tonight. We thank you so much for joining us tonight on Glycod. If you haven't already, please feel free to subscribe to our growing YouTube platform, and this should be a great evening for high school football. Tates Creek will begin with possession as Paul Lawrence Dunbar will kick off. Back for Tates Creek, the improving freshman Kane Bell Pointer, as well as Lazare Warren. Joseph Davies to perform the kickoff duties tonight for Paul Lawrence Dunbar. And this is a short kick, guided over to the right, cradled by Bell Pointer. And Bell Pointer up the near sideline. There's a flag. And the Tates Creek offense will trot out on the field.
Typically from that spot, you're going to expect a blocking in the back or a holding. Let's see, a holding it is against Tates Creek.
So an early infraction. Commodores will be backed up inside their 20 to begin this game. Commodore offensive line has Durham and Vaughn on the left side. Abbott Dixon, the center. Right guard is Abe Dean. Right tackle, two-way starter Miles Hayward with Darnell Burnside, the Frederick Douglass transfer quarterback B.J. Evans, 655 rush yards, leads the running core with Luke Cooper, J.T. Cooper, Marcus Hill, and Kane Bell Pointer, four of the top receivers. It's an empty set and a pass out in the flat, and Tates Creek is going to bring it in. That's B.J. Evans, and Evans prods out across the 15-yard line.
Yeah, nice job right there. Right off the bat, they want to get the ball in B.J.'s hands and certainly get him into space. And a little quick, not a quick screen, but a quick out over there to him. And good pickup of about, 8 yards maybe.
So the Commodores with a nice chunk to start this game, be second down and short. Dunbar's defensive front, Moses Mafuta, one of their top two-way players, and that ball is picked off the deflection from Blake Jones, and it's intercepted by Dunbar. Interception claimed by Tavion Lewis.
He had his receiver, just a quick slant there, just a little off his back shoulder, and he couldn't quite get a hold of it. And as you can see, it goes off his shoulder pads here. Here it is, the throw just a little behind him, and it enabled Dunbar to come up with the interception.
So Tavion Lewis with the carom. And Dunbar with the game's first takeaway. They'll be perched inside the Commodore 20-yard line. And here's a flip around the horn. Connor Norsworthy. And Norsworthy will take it up for a couple.
Yeah, Connor's got good speed, and they want to get him on the corner if they can. I saw them run that several times in pregame, and so that's certainly something they're going to seek to do this evening against Tates Creek.
Dunbar offensive line. Mafood at left tackle, Zach Luby's the left guard, Josiah Hernandez the center, the right side, Lameek Anderson, and sophomore right tackle Quincy Hancock. Stephen Estep, starting quarterback, is a senior. With a trio of backs with Anthony Boykin getting the first carry, and Boykin with a slithery move across the 20, and that ball may have popped out, but he's down.
For a moment there, it looked like he had an opportunity to make something out of it, but they closed the gap there real quick. And at a glance right here, you can see there was nothing outside, but he cut back up. But number 5 there, Datrell Johnson, just came up, grabbed his jersey from behind, and made a nice play.
Boykin lost his lid. His third down and medium here after an early Dunbar interception. Jayshawn Crosby at the top of your screen. Crosby, rising sophomore, very talented. As Estep rolls right, and he's going to duck it for an incompletion. He tried to find Ryan Barrett, and it will be fourth down.
Good coverage right there. He was actually in double coverage, and that play never really had a chance to that receiver. But good coverage again there on Tates Creek's part.
This is a Dunbar team. They've not connected on a field goal all season, have only attempted one. Joseph Davis misfired from 32 last week. This would be about at the same distance, and Dunbar going to go for it here.
Got a weird formation.
Yeah, Connor Norsworthy at the top of your screen, or the bottom of your screen. And Norsworthy going to catch it on 4th and 6 and scoot up the sideline. He needs to advance it to the 9-yard line.
Don't believe he got it, Chris. You know, you watch this game long enough, and they had 4 guys wide to the left and him back 15 yards off the line of scrimmage. A really different formation from the Bulldogs there.
So Dunbar unable to connect after the outstanding field position swap on the interception. And Tates Creek back at it. Darnell Burnside under center, and in the belly of B.J. Evans, and Evans barreling his way across the 20 down to the 24. And a Tates Creek first down.
Chris, something really unorthodox going on there by the Paul Lawrence Dunbar defense. All the defensive linemen back 4 yards off the ball, and I'm not sure what they were trying to accomplish with that.
First down at 10. There's a pass out in the flat, gobbled up by J.T. Cooper, and Cooper bottled up after minimal yardage. That's JT's 17th catch of the year. You go back to that play call there on 4th and 6, and certainly not a lot of confidence in the kicking game to not even attempt a short field goal.
I don't think they ever gave it a thought.
Second down and long. Second Tates Creek possession of this game. As Burnside slings it, and that ball is picked off for the second time, and a Dunbar touchdown. Hussein Kanadi with its score.
You know, he read that right from the get-go, Chris. Read the shoulders of the quarterback and just stepped right in front, and the quarterback knew it as soon as he threw it. That was going to be a pick six. You can see he gives up real early.
So Dunbar with 2 early interceptions. Hussein Kanadi is in, and Dunbar with an early 6-zip lead.
Looks like are they going for 2? They're only 5 for 8 on extra points this year, so it's not a foregone conclusion, and it looks like they're going to go for 2.
Well, in talking with Coach Johnson this morning, he feels like his offense, in order to score, they've got to be very creative, and this certainly is going to lend to that notion. They will attempt it as Joseph Davies, 5 of 6 on extra points, is on, and this one up and through, and Dunbar on the board. They lead Tates Creek after an early turnover, 7-0. You're watching Week 8 on Glycod.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
7-zip, Dunbar. This will be the 3rd possession already for Tates Creek as Davies' kick will be short. And Bell Pointer on the return, and Bell Pointer to the near side. There's a penalty marker behind the play as Bell Pointer ushered out just shy of the 45.
Again, Chris, another good return there, but it looks like another possibility for a hold. And there it is, holding against Tates Creek. They're going to bring that back.
Let's go back one more time to the Burnside pick. And wonderful read by Konate.
He really did. He just looked at the quarterback, saw him turn, and knew right away what it was, and just stepped in, and just an easy pick six for him.
So Tates Creek backed up again. They'll be inside their 20 at their 16-yard line. Been a very solid start for Dunbar here in this game. As the Commodores will have it first down and 10. Burnside now 5 interceptions, opposite 6 touchdowns on the year. There's the call to B.J. Evans, and Evans wrapped up as he'll twist for a couple to the 17-yard line.
Yeah, not much there, but I think that's what Tates Creek's going to need to do. Just keep feeding him the ball. They're going to stop him some, but he's always a threat to break it long. And I would certainly try to keep the ball in his hands as much as possible.
Well, the strength of this Commodore team certainly up front. They've got a lot of size. As Evans already a few early carries.
Now here we go. Check this defense out. You got 11 guys 5 yards off the ball. I've never seen anything like this.
There's a flip to Evans again, and Evans with a small crease inside, and that ball popped out. And the official will rush in as that ball apparently just did leak out of Evans, but it will retain Tates Creek possession.
You know, Chris, I'm trying to figure out what we're wanting to accomplish with that defensive alignment. But one thing I will tell you is it will be tough to pick up the blockers that you're supposed to block when they're 5 yards off the ball and then they're coming in at different angles. It will certainly confuse some blocking schemes that you may have had in mind.
It was Tali Carter on the stop. And certainly some confusion, I would think, with that offensive line.
For sure.
Big play for both teams on 3rd down and 6. J.T. Cooper with a grasp, and Cooper scooting up the sideline, and he's going to pick up a 1st down on 3rd down and 6 across the 25 to the 27-yard line.
Nice catch and throw there. Good play call.
Cooper with 2 grabs already in this quarter. He is quite the security blanket. The 1st down at 10 as Burnside awaits the snap from junior center Adrian Abbott-Dixon. There's Evans, and B.J. Evans for 1, perhaps 2. Dunbar tackled by Luke Ayub.
They're trying to establish that running game. I'm sure they want to stick with it. Again, they've got a bevy of receivers, particularly the 2 Cooper boys, so they'll mix it up. But
Burnside. Handoff Stephen Jones on a change of pace, and Jones up to about the 35-yard line before a key 3rd down looms. Jones, one of the two-way guys. Coach Hawks going to bounce a few guys back from offense to defense as he tries to boost the defensive side of the ball, and this is another big 3rd down forthcoming. 3rd down and about 3. And some misinformation, some miscommunication at the snap, and I think both teams anticipating a penalty, but there will be none.
He kneeled down. I don't know if I have to look at that play again. I don't know if he just reached down low and his knee touched the ground here. Let's look at it a second time. Oh, he fumbled it, and then as he picked it up, he had his knee on the ground, and he was down.
It looked like 2 of the linemen left early before the other 3, but it's going to be a punting situation. Luke Cooper is the punter. Loss of a couple. And Dunbar going to send back, looks like Connor Norsworthy as Cooper, rugby-style boot, and that is off the side of his foot. In dreadful starting field position on the defensive again for Tates Creek.
Wow, when he took off with that ball, I don't know if he had the run option or not, but it certainly gave time for his guys to get down the field. It was just unfortunate that it went off the side of his foot. And I would imagine, what did they gain there, 5 yards on that punt?
It'll be a 12-yard punt officially from the 28 up to, they're going to mark this at the 40. And Dunbar, certainly one of the keys for them is to have very good starting field position. And for the 3rd straight drive, they're going to start inside the Commodore 45-yard line. E-step out in the flat. Nice grab in congestion by Ryan Barrett, and Barrett across the 35.
Yeah, Stephen Jones was on defense. He was standing right behind the receiver, and I don't know if he saw the ball coming, but the receiver just caught the ball right in front of him and was able to pick up 7 more yards after that.
Well, the Commodores on the defensive end as Boykin gets the hand on the quick change, and Dunbar with a 1st down.
Nice job of running there. You'll see that a lot in college and the NFL, players running towards one side, but the intention of the play is to go back the other way.
And the Bulldogs again go hurry up. We're going to have to stop with replays. Pass out in the flat, and that's Ryan Barrett.
So it looks like Coach Johnson's got a whole bag of tricks here tonight. Comes up with a little hurry-up offense, a defense with 11 guys out 5 yards off the ball. These 2 or 3 weeks off have just got him antsy to run some things up.
Yeah, the 4th and 6th play call with Norsworthy 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Exactly.
So 2 early takeaways in this game, propelling Dunbar to a 7-zip lead. 2nd down and long from the Tates Creek 25-yard line. Beautiful night for high school football as E-Step is going to sling it Norsworthy's direction, and Connor Norsworthy scoots up the side to the 15. That ball squirted out, and it looks like Dunbar is able to hang on.
Oh, really got like the guy that got a hand on the football, and I'm not sure which number that was, but if he hadn't had a hand on the football, he had a real chance of taking that all the way. A missed tackle at the line of scrimmage let him escape, and he nearly took that to the house.
One of the linemen fell on that. Looks like 57, Laquan Greer. It will be a 1st down regardless. 1st down and 10. Dunbar from the 14-yard line. As E-Step puts it in the belly of Indowayo. That's Pacifique Indowayo.
And Laquan Greer, who you just alluded to there, he's lining up in the backfield, actually. He's behind the guard and tackle, what we used to call like an old pig set, and then they're using him as a blocker out of the backfield, oftentimes in just a little trap or lead blocker where they want to double down on someone. See him, as you can see him here, he's 2 yards off the ball.
And Dewike has his number called again, and he is gobbled up. Nice job by the defensive end coming around. That was a Deflon Flowers with a stop.
Good stop there by the Tates Creek defense.
And Dunbar now with Delumiere, 3rd down and long.
Well, they're probably in 4-down territory because we haven't seen them go for a field goal this year. Now, we've not seen.
Now, they attempted one last week and missed it from 32.
But he looked like he had plenty of leg on that extra point, so
I
don't see why they.
Got an empty set as he step out in the flat, and that ball batted away from the far sideline. Nice deflection over there by Stephen Jones.
Yeah, they got real lucky right there. E-Step did. He threw off his back foot and floated it out there, and could have very easily been picked off.
Take one more look at the incompletion as E-Step trying to funnel it out to Barrett. And we're going to see a Dunbar field goal attempt. Joseph Davies. This be a 30-yard field goal unofficially, would expand it to a 2-score game. And we're going to have a Bulldogs timeout. We'll take one quick pause as well. Dunbar with a field goal attempt. We come back. Thanks for watching Glycod.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com. You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
Davies on for a 30-yard field goal try. The hold is down, and the kick is blocked.
I don't think it ever really got very high off the ground, Chris. I'm going to look at the replay here, but I never saw it gain any height. Here's a kick again. No, and it never had a chance.
So despite, Bill, the Dunbar winning the field position battle, plus 2 turnovers, they only lead by a score.
Yeah, that could be a bad omen. We'll have to wait and see on that. But three times down in the red zone there, and only 7 points to show for it.
See what the Commodores can do here. First down at 10. There's Evans, and then B.J. Evans barreling around the edge for a couple across the 20.
Nice job there again by the Bulldog defense. Good contain. We're not going to let B.J. circle him on that outside.
Anthony Flynn involved in the tackle. We told you about this Dunbar new-look defense. First year for the defensive coordinator, Jordan Lewandowski. And this an odd look at times, but having favorable luck thus far. Second down and 9, and Burnside brought down from behind. There's a penalty marker.
Probably going to be horse collar or face mask. Let's see here. Personal foul, horse collar.
That's going to be a first down as Burnside was grasped coming around the corner.
Unfortunate for Dunbar, they did have a good athletic play. Trailing from behind, caught him. But you can't grab those shoulder pads from behind.
Like Tristan Simpson. So first down as we wind down in this first quarter. Commodores at the 31. 18-yard interception return for Dunbar's Hussein Konate, accounting for the lone score in this game. And Tates Creek appears content to let this wind down and take it to the first. Dunbar on top, 7-0 over Tates Creek, second quarter. On the way back right after this pause.
Old impression when you show up in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Save $4,250 off a new 2024 Kia Sorento, or lease for $279 down and $279 per month. At new 2024 Kia Fortes, just $229 down and $229 per month. Or save more with rates as low as 0.9%.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Give them something to talk about in a new Kia from Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Chris Labar, Bill Powell back live at Tates Creek. Dunbar on top of the Commodores 7-0 as we get set for quarter number 2. Commodore football from their 31-yard line. And Evans with a handoff inside as BJ will drag tacklers for a couple.
Still trying to establish that ground game, Chris. And they've not had great success with it. But, again, as we alluded to earlier, Dunbar has just thrown a lot of different things here at them defensively. And we're just going to have to see how Tates Creek adjusts to that.
The Commodores do have certainly some weapons on the receiving core. Luke and J.T. Cooper. Luke already with 2 catches tonight as Evans spills out in motion. And Burnside finds Evans, and B.J. with a grab, and B.J. splitting tacklers, and he's going to pick up a first down to about the 44-yard line. That'll be a gain of 11.
Nice job. Got him in space out there. Opportunity for a good gain.
Evans' 5th reception of the season.
I tell you, when you watch that replay, really nice job blocking by those wide receivers, and you don't often see that. Sometimes they'll just throw an elbow out, but both guys engaged the cornerbacks, and the guy came from outside linebacker to make that play.
First down at 10 is Burnside across. It's scooped up. That's Marcus Hale. And Hale just shy of the 50 for a nice 5-yard pickup on first down.
Nice job. A little quick slant. He does a nice job of throwing that ball. Burnside does on the slants and a little short post. I think that's his strength as a thrower.
That's Hale's 10th catch of the year. Burnside replacing outstanding contributor Andrew Witherington at the quarterback position here at Tates Creek this season. 2 minutes gone by in this second quarter. 2nd and 5. B.J. Evans with the handle, and Evans tripped up just a little bit short of the first down.
But their first foray into the other side of the field, Chris, so that's a good sign for the Commodores.
Tackled by Hussein Kanade for Paul Lawrence Dunbar. Be third down and short.
You know, when you look at that defensive front for Dunbar, they're not very big. And I suspect that's one of the reasons why their coordinator is trying to mix things up.
And Evans around the edge, breaking a tackle and picking up a first down.
A really good job there. I don't know if that's number 8.
Stephen Jones.
Right here, just look at that. Kept contact with his inside arm, kept his outside arm free, exactly what you want your person with contained do. And even though he did not end up making the tackle, he slowed things down and bumped it out and allowed other people to come in and help make the play.
First down and 10. There's Evans again of the near side. Is Tates Creek running around Jacob Durham as that pass out in the flat on first down and 10. And that's the freshman Kane Bell Pointer. Is Pointer just shy of the 30-yard line.
They've really done a nice job on those quick screens and quick slants out there. And what that will do down the road is that will set them up for a little hitch and go. Keep that in mind down the road to one of their receivers, but doing a nice job on the quick throws.
Bell Pointer's first catch of the evening. His 6th of the year. It's first down at 10 as Burnside's going to tuck it and run, and Burnside picks up a first down as he soars out across the 20.
Nice job there by Darnell Burnside. Couldn't find any open instead of throwing it up for grabs. The pocket broke down, and just a nice job of running and gave him a chance to showcase his running skills.
As the Commodores now will traipse inside the Dunbar red zone at the 17-yard line, trying to tie this game. A couple of key third down pickups on this drive, leading Tates Creek where they are now as B.J. Evans gets the call, and Evans upended at the 13-yard line.
And they're going to stick with that. They're getting it 5-6 yards a clip, and the defense is going to have to honor that, which opens up things. Again, those little quick throws, quick slants, quick outs.
This is a rapidly moving first half, already under 8 minutes to play. As Tates Creek trying to draw even here after surrendering 2 possessions in the first half, 2 early interceptions. And the Commodores trying to respond here as Burnside awaits the snap from Abbott Dixon. And we're going to have an infraction on Tates Creek. Be a delay. 5-yard mark off.
They certainly did not need that there, Chris. Down in the red zone, good position. 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6. Now it's 2nd and 11.
Big series here as the Commodores down 7 as Burnside rolls to the short side of the field. Burnside swallowed up back at the 20-yard line.
He had nobody open there either. Little rollout, give him a chance to option run or throw, and nobody was open. And unfortunately for him, no running room as well.
This Dunbar defense again with an opportunity to get off the field. That was Konate again with a stop. He's had an outstanding first half for Paul Lawrence Dunbar. Loss of 2 on that play. 3rd down and a dozen. Burnside back to throw. Yielded to Luke Cooper. Cooper with a slippery move for a couple before he's lassoed from behind by Laz Bowman.
Yeah, there was nothing there when he caught the ball. But again, as you mentioned there, a nice slippery move. Slid in between those guys and allowed him to pick up 3 yards, leaving it 4th and about 9.
And this Tates Creek offense in tow. So the offense back out there. From the Dunbar 16-yard lines, 4th down and 9. Bell Pointer to the right of Burnside. And Darnell rolls to the right. Burnside going to call his own number, needs 9. Breaks a tackle, 1st down inside the 3-yard line.
Nice play, Chris. Looked very similar to the play they attempted to run 2 plays ago to the short side. This time they ran the same play, it appeared to the wide side, and obviously it gave him a lot more room to navigate and pick up that 1st down. Big play.
Sure was. First 4th down conversion for either team. 1st and goal from the 2, and if you started B.J. Evans on your fantasy team, you're looking good here. Evans with a carry, touchdown. But you go back to that Burnside play. A huge play potentially in this game, Bill.
Oh, for sure, for sure. You turn it over, there, give Dunbar the ball back with 5 minutes to go, and you're probably going down behind at halftime. Of course, they've not made this extra point yet.
Tates Creek going to rotate in a couple of kickers, but for now it's Dirk Patano. As Patano, the hold down, and that kick is blocked. And it's blocked, and Dunbar hangs on to the 7-6 lead. Bulldogs make a play. We'll step aside, more coverage in just a moment from Glycod.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
Dunbar with a 7-6 lead after the block extra point. And the Bulldogs with a chance to string a couple of possessions together because they'll start the second half with the ball as well. That's a short, very short kick, and the Bulldogs bring it down at the 25-yard line. It was Hussein Kanade on the return. Let's go back to this block extra point.
Again, it just did not get the height on it.
It looked like one of your drives.
Not enough bend to the left for my drives.
Right. First down at 10 as the Bulldogs back to work. Coming up at halftime, we'll update the score ticker. A couple of other early 6:30 p.m. starts. Also have tonight's Mathnasium Scholar Athlete of the Week, a very fine student athlete represented by Dunbar. And a pre-snap whistle. So that'll add 5 to the deduction there for the Bulldogs. False start.
I know Tates Creek would like to get a 3-and-out right here and keep these guys pinned down here and try to get good field position. And then this half with another score.
I think if you're Wes Johnson, you're backed up here. Almost anything but a turnover
for sure
would be okay.
Yes. Let's see if that's reflected in his play calling here.
Low snap. And handoff for a couple up to about the 24, 23-yard line. That was Boykin, Anthony Boykin on the carry.
Boykin had run for 178 yards going into this game and a touchdown.
And you look at his numbers versus Boone County, only 3 carries, but 48 yards. And the loss versus the Rebels 2 weeks back.
I think he's one of those backs, if you can get him into space, he's got some elusive qualities, some quickness. But he's got to find that space. Of course, you could say that about a lot of backs, I guess. You put them in space, and they're going to do well.
And he's a nice compliment into Wayo, 215-pound bruiser, and then you bring in a more sleek Boykin at 160. That's a nice 1-2 punch as Dunbar tries to do something against this 2nd and long down and distance. And, oh, boy, so that's a 5 more penalty on Dunbar.
Really shooting themselves in the foot here. That's going to make it 3rd and 15.
So back-to-back infractions by the Bulldogs. Not doing themselves any favors here. 2nd down and 16. And back to throw, and that ball is caught for a 1st down up to the 45-yard line. Dunbar with a huge pitch and catch. That's Connor Norsworthy.
You're the defensive coordinator for Tates Creek. You got to really be upset about that, because the one thing you're telling your safeties here is don't get beat. Don't let anybody get behind you. Let's keep everything in front of us. Slipped in behind him. Nice throw, nice catch.
Gain of 34 yards is Norsworthy on the big reception pass completed by quarterback Stephen Eastep. And just like that, field position switched. And we're going to have a whistle and an apparent Bulldogs timeout. That'll leave them with 1. And back in 30 seconds. You're watching Week 8 on Glycod.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
So Dunbar trying to muster some offense. That was a 35-yard pass play. And the Bulldogs at the Tates Creek 44-yard line.
And they're not content to go into this halftime with 7 points. They're not laying down. He's going to try to put some more points on the board.
Again, the Bulldogs will have possession to start the second half as well. As Boykin.
Ooh.
And we're going to have another flag. The offsides as the official Leo Tobin.
I think Camarion, his last name there. But anyway, Camarion got the hard count and jumped offsides there.
It's a first down and 5 looming for Dunbar as Boykin cuts back, and Anthony Boykin met. Perhaps no gain on that play. Tates Creek tackled by Jace Vaughn.
To Boykin's benefit, he did a nice job of following his blockers right there. If you can see, he literally ran behind him and put his hand on the back in front of the guy leading blocking, but it just swarmed around him and no chance for anything good.
So Dunbar going to perhaps go to a quick count here on second down and short. Norsworthy with a big play on this drive, and he'll be flanked out in the slot. Boykin again running to the left. First down as Boykin tripped up across the 30 down to the 26-yard line, and that's going to be a gain of 11.
Nice play there. Had trips out to the right side and tried to catch him in a numbers game going back the other way. Nice play.
And the Bulldogs back to the line again as Boykin dances it back inside.
And I'm pretty sure that was the same play. Go back to it when you get a good yardage like that before they have time to make an adjustment.
That's the preceding play which led to the first down, the burst by Vaughn, rather the burst by Boykin. Apparently a penalty marker as well, Bill. So an infraction on Tates Creek. That's going to take it just shy of the 20-yard line. First down and 5. This has not been a crisp first half for Tates Creek by any stretch. E-step on a hitch. There's a penalty marker. There's a pair of markers as E-step brought down. Sacked back to the 32-yard line. It's Detrell Johnson.
Really nice job of the defense putting pressure on the quarterback there. And I don't know what this penalty is. Probably holding. I'm not sure that I would take this penalty, Chris, because they would get another down. Just go ahead and take the loss, and you would get the down with it. But we'll see here.
Still 2:17 in this half. So it's on Tates Creek?
No, it's he's
a pair of them on the Commodores.
Oh, you're right. He was marking it off in the opposite direction.
So personal foul and holding. And now Dunbar is going to be very close to the 10-yard line. So first down and goal.
Well, talk about a half where Tates Creek is really just self-destructed here. Shot himself in the foot with the interceptions, the penalties.
This is a Dunbar offense again. They're offensively challenged at times, but a big pass play to Connor Norsworthy backed up inside their 25. And they flipped the field. They've got it first down and goal. It's Boykin behind E-step, and E-step pitches it out. It's caught. That's Ryan Barrett. No, he dropped it. Incomplete, as Ryan Barrett could not hang on.
Not a bad play call. It was very close, Chris. I want to look at this guy on the replay, but it was very close. Let's see here. He threw it from the 15. No, okay, a couple yards upfield. Thought that throw might have been more lateral than it actually was.
Be second down and goal. Clock idle at 1:56. Boykin again with a hurry up, and Boykin dances it back inside, and there's a penalty marker. About 3 of them are slung to the turf.
You can feel pretty confident there was an infraction when you see 3 flags go at the same time.
It's on Tates Creek as well. And Boykin has been the focal point on the ground. Indoeo does have one carry thus far for Tates Creek. So the face mask, and it's second down and goal. Half the distance, it looks like, so it'll be marked at the 5. And some indecision as the far side official trots in. This has been a very lengthy drive for Dunbar. Again, it began inside their 20-yard line. And we talked about Wes Johnson would be happy if they did anything but turn it over. And now you look, they're perched just outside the Tates Creek goal line. As Boykin gets the call, and Boykin dances to the right, and he's chased from behind. Tackled by Devon Flowers.
Good job by that Tates Creek defensive front, particularly Flowers there. Squared up, wrapped him up. Oftentimes you'll see players have a good lick, but they don't wrap him up. And, of course, he wasn't going to let that happen, let him bounce away from him.
This is a big play here as Dunbar again by 1. Third down and goal. Norsworthy at the top of your screen, just out of your camera view. Indoeo barrels around the edge. Indoeo in for a Dunbar touchdown. There's a penalty marker post touchdown, but Pacifique Indoeo for his second score of the season.
Oftentimes you hear players characterized as a bowling ball, Chris. 5'6", 215. I think that would be an apt description of him. He's a load to bring down in there inside the 5 and 10 yard line.
And a penalty marker is going to be on Dunbar, and again, their kicking game is shaky. And this, a big call.
Yeah, based on the experience that they've made half of theirs this year, I would be inclined to go for 2.
Well, and Tates Creek is going to take the penalty on the kickoff, or will they? Looks like the Commodores will say thanks, but no thanks, and Dunbar going to send on their kicking unit. Joseph Davies is on. Jeff Derringer is the holder. And, oh my, that one blocked as well. That's the third kick that's been blocked
in the first half.
Yes.
We've got another half to play that we could set a record.
So the Bulldogs by 7. Wes Johnson's got to be very pleased with his team's performance in this first half.
Oh, for sure. I know that Coach Hawks, he's going to be very frustrated. But he could also tell his players, look, guys, we have given them everything here. Let's cut out the penalties. Let's cut out the mistakes. Let's go out. Let's play the football that we know we can play, and we're in good shape.
Still a minute left in this first half. Tates Creek does possess 3 timeouts. You had the big scramble by Burnside on 4th down. You've had a couple of receptions. One to Luke Cooper, went double-figure yards. You also had a nice ground rush by B.J. Evans. But this Dunbar defense, for the most part, has kept Tates Creek's offense in check.
Do not know the time of possession. We'll find out here in a moment when they get the stats, but it's got to be overwhelming in Dunbar's favor, I would imagine.
That last drive, some 85-plus yards for Paul Lawrence Dunbar, punctuated by the Pacifique Indoeo 5-yard touchdown rush. So the penalty enforced on the kickoff, and this should set up favorably for Tates Creek with very solid starting field position. Again, 3 timeouts as Davies' kick is going to be fielded at the 24-yard line. And Paul Lawrence Dunbar on the defensive end. That's a long, lengthy return by Lazare Warren, and Warren just outside the end zone. So Warren takes it again. The short kickoff, really pivotal, and Warren a lengthy return.
If you were to listen to that audio again, Chris, I'm sure you would hear me go, oh, I saw the kick team collapse on this right side and leave a lane open, and I knew if he could get over to here to it, he had a chance for an outstanding return. So big, I don't say a big break. You know, they make your breaks on things like that, but a really nice play by the Commodores.
We have a penalty on that play, perhaps blocking the back. I don't see a flag. There's Jonathan Hawks out there chatting with the white hat. Line of scrimmage, apparently no penalties. The line of scrimmage still stays at the 1-yard line. So just a sideline warning, no enforcement. So the Commodores will have it first down and goal.
Well, they're marking it off, Chris.
Okay, I beg your pardon. To my recollection, that's the first sideline warning tonight.
Right, I did not know that you penalized on the first one. If it was egregious, then it wouldn't be a sideline warning. It would be a unsportsmanlike conduct.
Well, let's give Gene Steratore a call at halftime.
Yes, it sounds like a good idea.
See what Gene has to say on that matter. Penalties really starting to pile up on Tates Creek. They still have 3 timeouts and very good field position from the 16 is Evans out in an empty set. Burnside on a slant, and that ball is incomplete. Had a pair of receivers to choose from. He opted for Marcus Hale.
And Hale was open. He just slid. His feet went out from under him. He was wide open. A good decision by the quarterback, but as the ball was released, if you're watching replay here, he just lost his footing, where the ball would have been down again at the 2-yard line.
So second down and 10. An open playbook here with, again, 3 timeouts. Kane Bell Pointer is at the top of your screen. Bell Pointer with a very lengthy reception in this first half as Burnside pitches it to Bell Pointer. A low grasp, and Bell Pointer for a couple. And that's going to lend a Tates Creek timeout. We'll keep things right here.
I'm sure he would have liked to have gotten out of bounds on that, but when he had to reach down low and picked it up, it just allowed the defense an opportunity to swarm around him, and he was lucky to just get a few yards out of it.
Take a look at that play as the Commodores lead up to the line of scrimmage, and again, to your point, it was really thrown off course with the low throw from Burnside.
And really a good play call there. The defensive backs were 12 yards off the ball. And so you can get a guy out in space there, give him an opportunity to do something. But just didn't execute it quite like they wanted to, and the defense was able to recover.
Third down and 7. Evans and B.J. Evans dragging tacklers. Touchdown, Tates Creek.
Really nice play right there. Great running by B.J. Followed his blockers. A guy had him on about the 9-yard line, the back of his jersey, but he tore loose from him. And that's why he's 6th in the state in rushing, showcasing some of those skills there and why he's in that position.
B.J. Evans with 11 touchdown rushes on the year, and we'll keep things here. Tates Creek again calls one more timeout.
It was really a unique play call. I think most people, even with a running back like BJ there, you would think they're going to try to throw, get it out in the corner, and but they did spread the field, and that oftentimes opens up some lanes there. And, of course, I'm sure they were looking at the fact that they were in 4-down territory, so even if he doesn't make the first down there, they've still got another shot.
Yeah, so many things have gone Dunbar's way in the first half. 2 interceptions, Tates Creek not playing really crisply, all those penalties, but my oh my, you look up, we've almost got a tie ball game.
If I were Tates Creek, I would go into the locker room ecstatic. Guys, we have not played well at all, and they're either going to be tied or 1 point down.
Derek Mapatano is on. Blake Hitchcock attempted the first field goal. This one will be Mapatano. He's 5 out of 6 on extra points this year. And the hold is down, and Mapatano evens the game. So now Dunbar will possess it. 1 timeout, 29 seconds. They'll also have the football to start the second half, and I would think wouldn't be too many adventurous play calling.
No. And I'll tell you, I was here for the Douglas game, and Tates Creek had cut it to 1 touchdown, and they were almost, 13 seconds left. And I said, well, they'll probably squib here. They kicked it deep, and unfortunately for Tates Creek, I think it was Chenault took it and went 93 yards for a touchdown, and they just sort of broke their back. And so that I'm not sure they have someone of Chenault's caliber out there returning the ball, but nevertheless, I just wouldn't put it in a position where someone could break a long one.
Avion Chenault, one of the top players in the state, as Tates Creek's Mapatano will carry that short. Brought down by Jayshon Crosby of Dunbar, and Crosby brought down at the 21-yard line. Coming up at halftime, we'll update you on the area scores. Take a look at your first half stats, get Bill's observations of the first half. There's only one other 6:30 start. It was Lafayette Henry Clay, and we can tell you we have no score reported yet on that game. Frederick Douglass on the road tonight at Madison Central. Bryan Station on the road at George Rogers Clark. And Dunbar in the shotgun with East Step with some parting words for his junior center, Adrian Abbott-Dixon, and now an astute play by East Step as Dunbar will take a knee and take this to the house. Well, partner, we're shaping up for a good second half.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be exciting. Both teams with a real opportunity to win their first district game of the year, so I'm sure the coaches are going to go in there and try to make some corrections and adjustments, and we'll just have to see how that plays out.
Doesn't get any closer than this. Dunbar, Tates Creek tied at 13. We'll step aside. Back in just a moment. You're watching Week 8. It's Central Kentucky High School football from Glycott.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
A new year means next-level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Mathnasium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Mathnasium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Mathnasium, we're changing lives through math.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Mathnasium of East and West Lexington, sponsor of tonight's Scholar Athlete. Mathnasium unlocks the math potential in every child.
Halftime at Tates Creek, 13-13 between Paul Lawrence Dunbar and the Tates Creek Commodores. Special thanks to our great friends at Mathnasium of East and West Lexington for their support of high school athletics on Glycod. 2 locations in Lexington. Feel free to check out their services at mathnasium.com. They're trusted by over 1 million parents, and they're changing lives through math. This week's Scholar Athlete of the Week, Paul Lawrence Dunbar's senior Coleman Pence. Coleman, a two-way player, tight end, as well as nose guard. He's part of the great MSTC program at Dunbar and an outstanding AB student. So congratulations, Coleman Pence, Paul Lawrence Dunbar Sr., this week's Scholar Athlete of the Week, presented by Mathnasium. Tie score at half. It's homecoming. It's also senior night at Tates Creek High School, and we should have a dynamite second half. We'll take a quick timeout, update the first half stats, and talk a little more about that in just a moment. Thanks a lot for watching us tonight on Glycod. We'll be right back.
For any of your window needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this. Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Let's get real. For a lot of people, 4 years of college might as well be a million. With us, you can get a certificate in a matter of months and start a career right away. College for the real world. College for your world.
With Fast Signs, create custom deep sea signage that makes the wait a visual escape. Fast Signs, make your statement.
We're here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Back at Tates Creek, Chris LeBar along with former Middlesboro assistant football coach Bill Powell, welcome back. And Bill, been a very evenly played first half despite Dunbar +2 on the turnovers.
Yeah, you know, I don't want to say Dunbar has been lucky, but they've definitely been fortunate to get turnovers down deep in Tates Creek side of the field. Unfortunately for Dunbar, they've had 3 opportunities down there, have come away with 1 score as a result of those. On the other one, they just had a long drive and put the ball in the end zone, but they could very easily be up 2 or 3 scores.
So Dunbar with an early interception, and then Hassan Konate with an 18-yard pick six. And that got Dunbar on the board. We've had 3 block kicks in this game. We've had 2 B.J. Evans, Tates Creek touchdowns. A little bit of everything thus far.
Absolutely. So it'll be exciting to see what happens here in the second half again. I'm sure that the coaches are going to go in and make some adjustments on things that they've seen and try to take advantage. And maybe we'll see some more crazy defensive alignments there from Dunbar, who maybe we haven't seen it all yet.
This is an interesting matchup because Dunbar certainly doesn't have the skill level I would think that Tates Creek does, certainly not up front. They've got to find some creative ways to do some things, and they've done that offensively.
I think you're exactly right, Chris. I don't think they match up physically and maybe skill-wise as well, but they're in this game. It's 13-13. They've thrown some wrinkles at them, and they've been the benefactor of getting those turnovers, and you could also say they've not turned the ball over as well, so that's certainly in their favor. So they're doing everything they can to win this first district game.
Well, to your point, let's go back to this play here. It was 4th down and long, and Norsworthy's a good 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage there on 4th down and 6. What would you call that play?
I have no idea. It's like something out of Australian rules football. I just have no idea.
Well, we'll have to ask Wes the name of that play call because that's something that you don't see a lot of, and they ran it pretty well.
Yeah, they did. It was curious. I'm sure that Tates Creek was looking at it like, okay, what's going on here? And I don't know what benefit they got from that alignment, but they did get a good play out of it.
So you look at the Tates Creek side of things, got a couple of stat issues trying to get that rectified. But they've had some success. B.J. Evans, the 2 touchdowns. But I go back to that 4th and 9 play, the scramble by Darnell Burnside to pick up a key first down to get them to 1st and goal.
Oh, definitely a crucial play. They had tried to run it 2 plays earlier. As I mentioned, he ran it to the short side of the field, and he just ran out of room. This time they ran it to the wide side of the field, and things opened up. And he's got good foot skills, good foot speed, and he was able to take advantage of that. Big play.
What are some things the Commodores need to do on the defensive side of things to maybe get a takeaway and to get that ratio more square?
That's a good question. I think let's look at some things I know they should do for sure. Is if I'm Coach Hawks, guys, we've got to cut the penalties out. Absolutely have to take care of that. We've got to take care of the football. I think the one interception was a fluke, just a short pass that went off the back shoulder, led to the interception. The other one, the defensive back just read it all the way. It was an easy pick 6, and the quarterback's got to pick up on that. Let's just play smart football. I think they'll try to go back to B.J. Evans, get that ground game going, and with him. And again, they're going to throw the ball. They're going to throw the ball. I think they've got a good, balanced offense.
Here's the touchdown late in the half to Pacifique Indeweo on the ground, and Indeweo with really only about 3 carries in the first half. That one went in. But really, for the most part, Bill, it's been Anthony Boykin on the ground for Dunbar.
Yeah, he's got speed and elusiveness, and they're just trying their best to get him out into space, and he has the opportunity to break the long one, and I'm sure that's what they want from him. But the big boy there, he's the guy that you want to give it to when you get down close. He's tough to handle.
So glad you joined us tonight. It is a crisp, perfect fall night for high school football. Dunbar and Tates Creek tied up at the half. We'll step aside. More coverage on the other side of this timeout. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football from Glycott.
New year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
Back live at Tates Creek High School. If you'd like to find out more information about Glycott and our growing YouTube platform, feel free to check us out at info@glycott.com. You can send us any programming ideas that you might have. And again, Glycott continues to grow in Central Kentucky. A huge thank you to all of our great corporate partners. And feel free to subscribe to our channel as well as we try to bring you the best coverage of high school sports in this area. It's halftime. Dunbar and Tates Creek tied at 13. Bill and I with more coverage in just a moment. We'll be right back.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Let's get real. For a lot of people, 4 years of college might as well be a million. With us, you can get a certificate in a matter of months and start a career right away. College for the real world. College for your world.
With fast signs, create custom deep sea signage that makes the wait a visual escape. Fast signs, make your statement.
We're here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
As we get set for the second half in just a couple of moments, Bill, let's go back to this play one more time because I think it has big significance in this game. This is the scramble by Burnside. It's 4th down and 9 at this moment. And he sets up 1st down and goal and hits the tying touchdown for Tates Creek.
Yeah, just a really good decision on his part, Chris. He had nobody open, so he didn't force the ball in there, didn't try to throw it and hope somebody got a hold of it, but just saw an open running lane and made it a good decision there and a nice run. Big play, as you mentioned.
Paul Lawrence Dunbar will have the football in just a couple of moments. They put some additional time on the clock. It is homecoming/senior night, so 5 minutes additional to the halftime clock as both teams have just now exited their respective locker rooms. As Dunbar and Tates Creek tie at 13. And a score reported at Henry Clay. Low-scoring first half with Lafayette on top of Henry Clay, 7-3. And of course, these two teams will match up with those two over the next pair of weeks. We'll have Tates Creek next week at Lafayette. So Paul Lawrence Dunbar football to start this second half. And the Bulldogs 1-4 coming in. Tates Creek at 2-3. Both teams have had lengthy breaks. 2 weeks off for both these teams between the remnants from Hurricane Helene 2 weeks back and then a scheduled off week last week. This is the first game that's been played.
And, you know, they've played some really good competition going into this district. Bulldogs have lost to Connor, Woodford County, and Collins, 3 pretty good football teams. And Creek lost to North Oldham, Douglas, and Bryan Station, and some very good football teams. So, this is a good chance to play somebody that is just not a powerhouse as of yet. So,
take one more timeout, second half. Coming up in just a moment.
Let's get real. For a lot of people, 4 years of college might as well be a million. With us, you can get a certificate in a matter of months and start a career right away. College for the real world. College for your world.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Let's get real. With us, you'll get a great education that can lead to a great career faster. Even better, you won't end up with crippling debt. College for the real world. College for your world.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Paul Lawrence Dunbar football as we get set for the second half. I'm Chris LaBar along with former Middlesboro assistant head football coach Bill Powell. Great to have you here. Our producer tonight, as always, Steve Bird, Joe O'Million on camera. Great crew here tonight as these two teams kick off the district portion of their seasons. And the Bulldogs +2 on turnovers. We'll have the football start. Connor Norsworthy amongst a couple of Bulldogs that are back. And the return, this is Faulkner. And Faulkner across the 30 to the 32, and that's Dominic Faulkner. So first down and 10, Paul Lawrence Dunbar.
Faulkner's just a little guy, Chris. 5'4", 145. Little scat back.
Only a sophomore. This is a very young Bulldog football team. And Stephen Eastep, one of the few seniors, will lead the attack. Very important drive here for Dunbar as they begin the second half from their 31-yard line. Boykin the back, pass out in the flat, scooped up. That's a flag thrown. Dominic Faulkner on the grab, but a penalty.
Tates Creek read that very well. Again, the wide receiver tried to do a really good job blocking there, but there was enough time to allow some of the defense to recover and get out there and help make the play.
So penalties continue to pour down for the Commodores. It's a flag thrown, and now they're going to whistle, against Dunbar. So the infraction. Come on, guys, let's get it together now.
I think that is the second time this evening that the head linesman there has started marching it off in the wrong direction, Chris.
It's week 8. Up to the 36. Be first down at 5. So Eastep in a shotgun, and he'll put in the belly of Indoweo, and Pacifique Indoweo will pick up a couple. So he'll drag Commodores to the 39-yard line.
I think when we look at this play again, you're going to see that Dunbar does not have the numbers here. You're seeing, 5 guys inside there, and Creek has got 7 and 8 guys in the box. They've tried to spread the field by putting trips out wide, but they're still bringing the numbers inside.
Second down and short after the penalty, and looks like neutral zone infraction as well. So that's going to be a free 5 and an automatic first down.
You know, just no excuse for that for a defensive lineman. You're looking down, you're watching the ball, you're not listening to the call. You've been trained to do that. Look down there, and when that ball moves, you move. And if it doesn't move, you don't move. But so many players get pulled offside by a hard call.
From the 44 is Dunbar, the beneficiary of a couple of Tates Creek penalties on this opening drive of the third quarter. Stephen Estep on a slant, and he's got a target down to the 35-yard line. And that's a gain of about 20 yards. It's brought down by Dominic Faulkner.
Ran a post pattern there. Nice throw. Good reception. I'm glad that they didn't throw a flag on that. The other guy came and hit him when he stood up. I don't think that he realized he had already gone down and gotten back up. And so I'm glad they didn't call a personal foul on that.
Faulkner, 2 catches on this drive, and Dunbar goes hurry up for a moment. Be first down at 10. And now Indeweo is stationed to the left of Estep. Indeweo gets the call, and Indeweo dragging tackles up to about the 34-yard line, tackled by Devon Flowers.
You know, I think they could do pretty well running him inside a little more regularly. He's tough to bring down.
Gain of about 3. Out in the flat, and it's bobbled and broken up. That was wonderful coverage out on the corner. Bryson Beatty with a breakup.
Yeah, Bryson read that very well, Chris, and he's fortunate the ball was thrown high, because had it been thrown on target, we may have been looking at another pick 6.
Key play in this game, 3rd down and 7. As the Dunbar offense trying to muster some points on the first drive of the second half. Deadlocked at 13 as Estep moves the pocket right. And he's going to sling it short of the boundary. It's caught, but just about a yard short of a first down. Connor Norsworthy will bring it in. He'll pick up 6 yards.
Nice play there. They're in 4-down territory, so.
Forward progress will leave him, it's like about 1 full yard short. So 4th down and 1. And the 30, check that from the 28-yard line.
What do you think of the chances of handing it off to Pacific U here? The big boy.
I think they're pretty strong, and we're going to have the Bulldogs timeout. Little consternation on that far sideline. 4th down and 1. On the way back, you're watching Week 8 on Glycod.
Road, call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
4th down and short. Paul Lawrence Dunbar from inside the Tates Creek 30. Bulldogs burn a timeout here. What's the play call out of the huddle?
Scoreboard saying 4th and 3.
Yeah, looks.
I would call that more a long 2 yards.
That'd be a short 2 or a long 1.5, but it's 4th and short. As Indewike around the horn, and he's not going to get it. He's tripped up. Draymond Griffin with a stop.
You know, I hate to second-guess a coach here, but I just don't like that call. You've got a guy that's really tough to bring down, and you're going to hand the ball and let him try to run around and circle the end and take away his strength. Fortunately for Tates Creek, though, that's what they ran, and so Now they've got a chance to take it down and drive and go ahead.
First down at 10. Commodores possess it for the first time of this second half. B.J. Evans will have his number called, and Evans to the near side, churning and powering just shy of the 40-yard line.
You look at that replay here, I think we're going to see that Dunbar, we couldn't see it on that, but had like 7 guys in the box.
Laz Bowman with a stop. As Burnside flips it out, grasped by J.T. Cooper. And Cooper only needed about 3. He'll traipse up the near sideline for a first down.
For the secondary laying off it with a big cushion there, that's generally a pretty safe pass for them. Of course, we saw in the first half where a cornerback read it early and stepped up, and the quarterback's just got to be aware of that, but generally that's been wide open for them because the cornerbacks are laying off 12 yards off the line of scrimmage.
From the 44. So Tates Creek picks up the first down of the third quarter for the Commodores. 2 receivers, including J.T. Cooper at the bottom of your screen. Stephen Jones with his second rush, and Jones scrambles around the corner before he's ushered out of bounds across the 45-yard line.
Well, his speed allowed him to pick up a couple of yards there. It was lucky. It looked like at first that he may lose 4 or 5 yards, but nice job finding the corner.
Looked like Carson shot one of a couple of Bulldogs involved in that tackle. And we got a Commodore penalty as well. So that's going to take it back. Was that an illegal block, perhaps holding? We didn't see an indication.
I'm not sure anyone up here in the press box saw an indicator of what that was.
Whistled against Tates Creek, first down and 20. Burnside floats it out. That's caught by Evans, and Evans with a stiff arm, and he'll try to pick up some additional yardage before he's knocked out across the 40-yard line. Tackle again by Hassan Konate.
Interesting play there. They ran quads out there and put BJ in the back. And if you'll notice, that stiff arm was actually in the back of his blocker in front of him, guiding him to a good running lane there. But nice pickup there. They'll need a couple more, 3 more of those to get a first down, or 2 more of them.
It's a gain of 8. As Burnside up in the pocket, Burnside calls his own number. Looked like he tripped over his own feet, perhaps at the 45 as he tried to cut back inside.
I think what you'll see what happened that time, the corners came up and played man coverage, and the reason they played man coverage was because the defense was stunning, and they brought people and did not want to give him time to throw the ball, and he didn't have time, and narrowly escaped for a small gain.
They're down at 7. The holding call on first down has really knocked Tates Creek off course on this drive.
You see the corners backed off again now in zone coverage. Look at this. Defensive line 5 yards off the ball, moving around.
That's more the prowling, the alignments that they'll shift. Burnside rolling right, and he is brought down for a sack.
That unorthodox, and I'm sure that's what he's trying to do. If you'll notice, it was really obvious. They were just mingling back and forth, and typically when your linemen get down, they're looking out, and one guy's saying, I've got this guy, you've got that guy, and they can't do that.
It was Coleman Pence, our Mathnasium Scholar Athlete of the Week, on that sack. So Norsworthy back. 4th down and long. Luke Cooper to punt, and it's a low punt. It's going to roll favorably for the Commodores inside the 20 and down to the 15-yard line. So a nice job of flipping field for Luke Cooper, and Paul Lawrence Dunbar will have it again. Take a look at some of the Bulldog defensive players. They've played very strongly tonight on that side of the ball.
The coach has done a great job of mixing it up against Tates Creek. He's given them a lot of different looks, rotating back from man coverage to zone coverage. And when he goes into that man coverage, he'll stunt and bring more people in. And he's just really kept that offensive line off balance.
First down and 10. Stephen East step back to work for Dunbar. Low snap in the hands of Indoike, and he is brought down. And Pacific Indoeo back inside the 10-yard line.
I'm going to look at that on replay here, Chris, but I believe they had 8 guys in the box and brought them all. And there were just not enough blockers. There they are to pick everybody up.
You had several Commodores almost able to scoop up that fumble. Loss of 9. As he chucks it to an open receiver, and he overthrew Jay Sean Crosby that was wide open across the 12-yard line.
That time the cornerbacks were laying back a little bit, letting them catch those shorter passes underneath. Playing what Brad White of Kentucky often likes to do, that bend but not break defense. But again, as you mentioned there, it was thrown high, and the receiver was unable to come down with it.
Now the Bulldogs in a danger zone here, backed up inside their 10. 3rd down and long.
Big play for the Tates Creek defense here. They need to be able to hold him here and not get a penalty.
And that pass out incomplete. And Tates Creek's defense going to force a 3 and out.
Yeah, brought the corner. Javion Slaughter on a little stunt there from the corner position and put pressure on him, and he just had to get rid of it.
Tried to find Norsworthy, and Norsworthy, a little self-preservation to watch that pass deflect off his fingers. So Ryan Barrett to punt. And Kane Bell Pointer for Tates Creek awaiting.
Tates Creek only has about 8 players. We're going to have to call a timeout, I think. Yeah.
They sure will. So the Commodores will pause for 30. Paul Lawrence Dunbar to punt it away. You're watching Glycod.com. We'll be right back.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Ryan Barrett to punt for Dunbar on 4th down and long. As Tates Creek going to set up very nicely here with very solid field position. Oh my, and Barrett just does get it out, a high punt at the 30. We've got a flag thrown in the end zone. And it'll be touched and down at the 35-yard line, but a penalty thrown in the end zone. Let's see if the camera crew caught and stayed with this long enough.
It was roughing the kicker. They were all around him. Someone should have got a hand on the ball, but nobody did. And when you don't make contact with the football, then you can't make contact with the punter, and it's an easy call for the referee. It was right in front of him. So Tates Creek, again, just continues to shoot themselves in the foot. They had him pinned deep, would have had a short punt, and as it is, Paul Dunbar's got new life.
Sure do. And you give a team enough opportunities, at some point you pay for it. And the Bulldogs, first down and 10, recycled downs after the roughing the kicker call. And a credit to Barrett to even get the ball out of there. As he step, hands to Boykin, and Boykin with a blast. And that's Indowayo. I beg your pardon, Pacifique Indowayo up across the 35-yard line.
And that's where he needs to run the ball, Chris, between the tackles. When they ran that fourth down and tried to run him wide, that's not his area of strength, but between the tackles is where you run that boy.
And a quick play out in the flat. It's a catch by Dominic Faulkner, and Faulkner jets out across the 44-yard line.
Noseworthy there. Continues to do a good job blocking on the outside, staying with his man.
Dominic Faulkner, 3 catches in the second half, and Tates Creek blatantly offsides on the edge. Got to be getting close to double-figure penalties tonight by the Commodores.
And they've come at the worst time.
That's the second free first down. As Tates Creek has jumped off twice on second or third down and short. And Indowayo bottled up, and he fumbles it, but it's recovered back at the 40-yard line. As Dunbar very cleverly able to capture it. It was Jeff Derringer that fell on the fumble.
They had him stopped, and somebody just put their helmet on the football and squirted it loose, knocked it loose, and they were fortunate to come up with that.
That was Eastep, I beg your pardon, not 18 but 10. Stephen Eastep able to recover that fumble. That's going to be a loss of 9 yards. It's 2nd and 19, and the long pass is caught down to the 20-yard line, and Paul Lawrence Dunbar is in for a touchdown. It's Ryan Barrett. And Bill, this ball looked at the naked eye a little bit underthrown.
I thought it was too. I was looking at the replay here, and we'll see.
Well, hard to tell.
He did. He had to come back and get it just a little bit, and the defensive guy never got his back turned around and found the football, and that's all it took. He had good coverage, but when the receiver made an effort to reach for the ball, he didn't get a turn and find the football, and that's what cost him.
So Barrett, his third touchdown reception of the year, and Dunbar, they're going to run a little clever formation here on the two-point try, and it's going to yield a two-point conversion.
Gosh, I got to watch that replay again, too. It looked like there were 2 or 3 guys in motion, but I just didn't see the football. Let's see it here.
It's Pacifique Indowayo.
I see it. Okay.
In the Bulldogs +8. And you go back to that roughing the kicker call with just a gut shot on that drive.
For sure. And, Dunbar is taking advantage of some of those things by being creative both offensively and defensively, just really mixing things up.
Well, the Bulldogs feeling very good about themselves on the far sideline. This has been a very entertaining game tonight.
It really has, Chris. I've seen a lot of things that I wouldn't say that you see rarely, but some things we've never seen.
Had 3 block kicks. But Tates Creek, all due respect, been their own worst enemy. 2 detrimental turnovers, first 2 drives of the game, and then double-figure penalties, and as Bill mentioned, at the worst possible times. And Dunbar, to their credit, they have capitalized, and they now have grown this lead to a game-high 8 points. Cane Bell pointer amongst 3. Tates Creek Commodores back. This is a short, soft kick. Be fielded at the 32-yard line, and Tates Creek will set up right there.
You know, oftentimes special teams coaches, they've got those guys in the second line, and they say, when the ball comes to you, fall on it. You know, don't try to do anything with it. But and he did.
Big drive here for Tates Creek as they try to muster some positivity here after giving up the big touchdown play and a 2-point try. And the Bulldogs defense stiff inside.
Getting fired up over there on the Dunbar sideline, coaches and players. He got a yard there, was lucky. Did he get a yard? I don't know. Let's see where they spot that ball. He might have gotten a foot, Chris. So this defense is feeling energized here on the Dunbar side. If you'll look out on the field, they've got 5 DBs, 10 yards off the ball, linebackers 5 yards off the ball, and rushing 3 guys.
Second down and 10 is Burnside. Ducks it across, and that ball dropped. Tried to duck it off to B.J. Evans, and it's 3rd down and long.
Dunbar with this defense is essentially saying, look, we're going to give you the short stuff. We're going to let you throw it in front of us. We're going to let you dump it off. And we're going to try to keep you from making the big play.
Tates Creek, 3rd down and 10, under a minute in this 3rd quarter. See what the penalty's all about. So 5 yards to the tally. Still only a 1-possession game. As Tates Creek, after the false start, has it 3rd down and long from their 29-yard line. As Darnell Burnside is in the shotgun. 3-man rush. Burnside slings it, and that's going to be a 1st down pickup and more as the Tates Creek player takes it, steps out at the 48-yard line. That was B.J. Evans.
As we mentioned earlier, that defense is set up not to let the big play, and they did catch it in front of them, but there's always a possibility when you get the ball in hands of someone like B.J. that he can break it.
An eyelash away from taking that the distance. It's a huge 1st down pickup. And Tates Creek now, with under 30 seconds in the 3rd, will have it from their 48-yard line. There's a flip to Evans as B.J. offers a stiff arm or two and brought down from behind for no gain. It's Laz Bowman in pursuit. And it will be on Dunbar this time. Little Bronx cheer. So a face mask indicated Dunbar only a 5-yard variety. This fourth quarter is shaping up to be very interesting.
It certainly is, Chris. And to begin with, Tates Creek does score, then they're going to have to go for two just to get the tie.
21-13. Dunbar on top of Tates Creek. We'll step aside. Fourth quarter next. Be right back after this.
Let's get real. For a lot of people, 4 years of college might as well be $1 million. With us, you can get a certificate in a matter of months and start a career right away. College for the real world. College for your world.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full time. While I work full time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Let's get real. With us, you'll get a great education that can lead to a great career faster. Even better, you won't end up with crippling debt. College for the real world.
And back to live action here on 1st down and 5 as Tates Creek with a handoff, and that's going to be very close to a first down. So after the penalty, Tates Creek only needed 5. They'll pick up 6 and yield a big first down, Bill. And the Commodores back, hurry up. First down at 10 from the Dunbar 42-yard line. Evans again becoming the workhorse, and Evans. That hole closed very quickly as he took it to the 41-yard line.
You know, but you've got to keep giving him the ball. He's been the go-to guy this year. He's been the guy that's carried this team, and you know you're going to have to keep giving him opportunities to break one.
This Dunbar sideline has been very energetic in this game. Second down and 9. There's Evans on the handoff, and Evans with a first down rush, and B.J. Evans is in for a touchdown.
Well, Chris, I don't want to say I told you so, but again, you got to keep giving him the ball, and that's exactly why. He's a threat to break it on every time he touches the ball. Nice run there. He hit up in the hole, and it wasn't there, but he had the vision to plant and get back to the right side, and then, of course, his speed allowed him to outrun everyone down that right sideline. Really nice effort. Now they're going to need to execute this two-point conversion here.
B.J. Evans, 3 touchdown rushes tonight. And you still have 10:46 on the clock, but Tates Creek clearly going to go for 2 to try and net this game. If you just joined us, Commodores with 2 early interceptions to start this game. Dunbar been playing with house money for much of the evening, and we're going to have a whistle and another penalty, it appears.
What is that, the third delay of game on Tates Creek tonight at least? I don't have those marked down, but it's got to be at least 3.
Well, that's another summary point as the Commodores with a plethora of flags. So the 2-point try becomes an 8-yard 2-point try. Try to tie the game as Evans up the gut, and Evans denied, and Dunbar hangs on to a 2-point lead.
He would have scored on that play from the 2.5-yard line, but not after the penalty.
Well, the small plays add up, and Dunbar, again, this is a too well-coached of a team. They've taken advantage of every opportunity that they've been given. And now the Bulldogs will possess the football momentarily, leading by 2.
A lot of time left, as you mentioned earlier, but now Tates Creek still has to score, and Paul Dunbar does not have to score. So if they can just take the ball, eat a lot of the clock off, try to keep Tates Creek on their side of the field, the pressure is certainly on Tates Creek here to make something happen offensively. Not that Dunbar is going to lay down and be content with that 2-point lead.
As Blake Hitchcock to kick off for Tates Creek. This is a short kick. It's fielded by Dominic Faulkner, and Faulkner will traipse across the 25 to the 29-yard line. So back goes this Bulldogs offense, group averaging 15 points per game on the season. And they have had some explosive plays tonight in the passing game. Ryan Barrett plus 50-yard touchdown reception. Connor Norsworthy picked up a 34-yard reception on 3rd down and long. This Dunbar team playing very well on offense despite the low snap and E-step there back at the 19-yard line.
He was very lucky to come up with that. Defensive end saw that and just really went after it, and it was very fortunate to have fallen on that ball. That could have been a huge break for Tates Creek.
Now that's the second fumble recovery that E-step has had inside the Dunbar pocket. That's a loss of 8 officially. Yeah, we got a yellow hanky. Haven't seen those in a little bit.
Offsides on about 3 players there, Tates Creek side.
So now 2nd down, 13. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness.
I think they're going to march down the field here by virtue of encroachment penalties.
So that's 5 the other way.
And these guys are guys that are right on the football, looking at the football.
So 2nd down and 18. So back-to-back 5-yard penalties, one on each team. We're back where we started. I beg your pardon. 2nd and 8. District opener for both these teams, trying to get off on the right foot here in a key early game in the district. And an E-step going to roll for a 1st down as he slides at the 44-yard line and a pickup of 14 yards.
Nice recognition there by E-step, realizing that the pocket had collapsed around him, and he just saw an open gap. If you'll look at this, there it was. Defensive guys tied up. Secondary and linebackers with their backs turned, and he just turned upfield and wisely slid for a nice gain.
That was a big play by E-step, as some decisions to be made here by the officiating crew. So that makes it 1st down at 15.
A lot of just senseless penalties here in the last little bit, Chris, on both sides.
And that pass is deflected and incomplete. That was a wonderful play. We've called his name several times tonight, Devon Flowers, and that was a great play around the edge.
Nice job. Got his hands up, blocked it.
A lot of trepidation here on both sidelines. Second down and 15. Dunbar's led throughout in this game. In the belly of Pacific Indueo, and Indueo almost back to the initial line of scrimmage.
It's hard to do when you're looking at long yardage situations, but I would be inclined to give that young man the ball more often than not inside the tackles, and he's really good for 4 or 5 yards most plays.
Well, you have to wonder about the status of Anthony Boykin. He got all the carries in the first half, hasn't touched it at all in the second half. Perhaps an injury. Don't want to speculate on that, but curious that he's not been out there in the second half after doing so well in the first. And E-step rolls, and it's batted away and incomplete on 3rd down and 10. He tried to find Dominic Faulkner.
I think he had in mind one guy he was going to throw it to, and I don't know if the play was set up just for him. But when you look over here, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 maroon jerseys. Not a real good opportunity for success on that.
Here's Ryan Barrett to punt. Kane Bell Pointer awaiting the kick. Last time Barrett attempted to punt, he was roughed in his own end zone. That led to a Dunbar score. This time Barrett propels it forward, and it's going to roll down inside the 15-yard line and trickle down inside the 10, down to the 9-yard line. Wonderful roll there by Barrett, a plus 40-yard punt, and Tates Creek backed up to start this next drive.
Really fortuitous roll on that. I think the ball went 20 yards in the air and then just catapulted and rolled and bounced 20 more yards down inside the 10.
Well, despite all the warts tonight, Tates Creek has the outcome of this game in their hands, Bill. Down 2, but with the ball, still plenty of time left in this fourth quarter.
They've got a real opportunity if they can avoid mistakes here. Avoid turning the ball over, avoid senseless penalties. They've been their own worst enemy tonight on offense.
First down and 10.
And defense for that matter as well. A lot of defensive penalties.
Here's B.J. Evans evading tacklers, and Evans twisting and turning and picking up a first down.
Great effort on his part. We do have a Dunbar player down on the other sideline, hurt a little bit. When you look at this, just good individual effort. Some nice blocking on the perimeter. He cut up inside, and just really good individual effort on his part.
The injured Dunbar student athlete. We'll see him on our set of rosters, number 59. And it is a big first down for Evans. And, Bill, you get the sense that BJ getting stronger as this game continues on.
For sure. He's sensing it. He wants the ball. And you can see it in his energy when he touches the ball. He wants the game in his hands. I'm sure he's just going in there, just give me the ball.
Just over 7 minutes to play. Burnside back to throw, lofts it, and he has got a wide open Luke Cooper, but it's incomplete.
Almost an absolutely incredible play. He put a lot of air under the ball, and it looked like Luke was just barely going to be able to get to it. As it turns out, just out past his fingertips there a little bit. Great effort on his part.
Second down and 10 Evans. Change of pace, and BJ barreling forward. He's going to be close to a first down. They'll mark him perhaps at the 30, just a little bit short.
I'm telling you, Chris, if I'm Creek, I'm just handing the ball to him time and time again.
They're down now and very short as the handoff. And Evans breaks a tackle, picks up a first down. There goes BJ. And Evans draped from behind back at the 28-yard line, and that's going to save a touchdown, a gain of 42 yards.
And that's why you keep giving the ball to him. Really good effort right there. He hit it up inside. It looked like it was stopped. He bounced out to the left. And that's why you keep playing on defense. You play till you hear the whistle, and there was no whistle. And BJ was able to break away and almost took it to the distance.
Touchdown saving tackle there as we slide under 6 minutes. And Tates Creek down 2. They'll have it at the Dunbar 28-yard line. Burnside out in the flat. That's caught J.T. Cooper, and Cooper escaping to the far sideline, and he's going to be close to a first down. The ball being spread around on this drive, and Darnell Burnside done a great job of selecting his targets. It's going to be a first down, or no, just a tad short. Second down and 1. Evans around the edge, and BJ ducks it back inside, and that's going to yield a first down.
Dunbar put 4 guys on the defensive line there, and then 3 backers, and then brought them all. So the pitch was very effective against us. You'll see that they all came in there. And they just allowed BJ an opportunity to get outside and get a little open yardage.
Get the sense perhaps this game just maybe slipping away from Dunbar. First down and 10 is Tates Creek taking their time, moving this ball down the field. Burnside back to throw, and that's well long. Intended for Luke Cooper.
He's got a good receiving core. We've mentioned this several times, both Cooper twins and some other receivers as well. But unless B.J. Evans is just too tired, I'm going to hand him the football.
Clock idle now at 5:01. And they will heed your advice, Bill, as Evans with a stiff arm dragged for a couple of yards. Nice tackle tandem there by Paul Lawrence Dunbar. Now you're looking at a critical third down and long.
Be really interested to see what Dunbar does defensively here, what it is that they expect, and what they will do defensively to negate that play being successful. They've done so many things, mixed it up on that defensive front.
They're down and 7. Marcus Hale reporting ladies just inching there at the slot position on third down and long. Burnside trying to escape the pocket, and he will be wrapped up, and that ball leaks out, and Dunbar says they have it, and the third takeaway of this game.
I think if you watch this replay, Chris, he ran into his own player or was hit by his own player right there and just pushed him to the ground, and then, of course, the ball came loose.
It was Miles Hayward, his right tackle in Dunbar tonight, +3 on takeaways.
Creek has got to have a 3-and-out here. They've got to have a 3-and-out.
And Paul Lawrence Dunbar perched at their 16.
And to get that 3-and-out, they're going to have to avoid some of those senseless penalties that they've had. Stay on sides, not give them the easy 5 yards.
Might have a timeout here. We do. So a Dunbar timeout. We will take a quick pause as well. Be right back after this.
Road, call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
Glycon on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycon.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Paul Lawrence Dunbar, after the fumble recovery, will have it first down at 10. Their 16-yard line, trying to put away Tates Creek. Commodore still 2 timeouts remaining, and also 4:04 left in this fourth quarter. E-step under center as we've got a barrage of backs there, if you will, for Dunbar in the backfield. Indueo, the third of the tier, gets the hand, and Indueo will power it for a couple.
That's exactly what I would keep doing if I were Dunbar. I'd keep the ball on the ground, try to get a first down out of it, eat the clock up. If you can get 1 first down, you're in good shape. If you get 2, you've got this game.
Really like the play calling. Wes Johnson has called a great game offensively tonight. Very clever play calling, very creative. And it's second down and about 7 and a whistle. Or was there a whistle? Whistle after the rush. A moderate yard there for...
I think they bobbled the snap, and he just went down on it.
Just over 3 minutes left. This play of monumental value for both teams. Just over 3 minutes. It was Indueo again, and Tates Creek holding. So fourth down coming up after 3 consecutive rush plays for Dunbar.
Okay, they can avoid roughing the punter.
So Tates Creek will take a quick timeout.
And that's what I would tell them. Look, do not hit the punter. Do not jump off sides. Be smart. Let's get this ball. Let's take it down and score. Let's don't shoot ourselves in the foot and give ourselves an opportunity to win this football game.
Still 2:39 on the clock. And for Dunbar, they just want to execute the snap efficiently, give Barrett a good snap to kick into. As the Bulldogs will try to flip field position here, and Tates Creek, are they setting up perhaps for a block or try to get good field position and set up the return?
We'll see right here when we see the alignment. Looks like they're going to go for it. They've got one guy going deep.
Well, when you say go for it, you mean Tates Creek?
Yeah, go for the block. I'm sorry.
Kane Bell Pointer, the lone Commodore back. He's at midfield, and Barrett a great snap, and Barrett gets it out of dodge, and a high spiraling kick. Bell Pointer at the 40, and Bell Pointer to the near sideline. And Tates Creek down the near sideline, and a great return as Bell Pointer takes it out across the 35 with no flags.
Really nice return there on a nice punt. Yep, that's one of those things. We outkicked his coverage.
That was a great snap. That was a well-executed play on both sides.
Sure was. Certainly was.
And Bell Pointer, a great return. And how about the Tates Creek specialist not blocking in the back there. And the Commodores again down 2, and they've got nice field position. First down and 10 to start this drive. The 32-yard line. Of course, a field goal gives them the lead. Evans around the horn, and B.J. Evans cuts it inside, and Evans down the far sideline, and he's very close to the boundary. Touchdown for the 4th time. So B.J. Evans, 32-yard touchdown blast, and Tates Creek by 4.
Great effort on his part running the ball. And then, of course, you have several, I don't want to call them missed tackles, but guys that have an opportunity to put their hands on him but just weren't able to bring him down. He's a strong young man, 5'10", 200-pound junior, thick, and he's not easily brought down.
Evans, 13 touchdowns on the year. He has 4 tonight, but still 2:14 left, and Evans trying to get all 8 on this drive, and B.J. bottled up as the lead stays at 4 points. 25-21 Dunbar football right after this.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Paul Lawrence Dunbar with a football down 4. Jay-Sean Crosby out for Dunbar, and Crosby weaves his way across the 25 to the 30. Let's take one more look at the B.J. Evans touchdown rush.
So I hate to call some of those missed tackles, Chris, but a lot of guys got hands on him but just couldn't get enough of him to bring him down.
35, make that the 30-yard line for Dunbar. 1 timeout remaining, and they need a touchdown. Despite 3 takeaways, the Bulldogs have work to do. Pass out in the flat, and the clock's going to continue to run after the catch out to the 35-yard line. That's Connor Norsworthy.
Probably would have been better to throw that just a little out and step out of bounds instead of curling back inside.
Jay-Sean Lane on the stop. Dunbar goes hurry up, and Tates Creek apparently did get off the field in time as E-Step rolls to the right, and he is slung down for a key sack.
It's Tony Tavares. Cornerback came in and made that play.
You had one of the Tates Creek linemen sprinting to get off the field. They were apparently the 12th player on the field, and the snap occurred right as he exited the playing surface, so no flag, and Dunbar has just called their last time out. So 3rd down and 9. Certainly 4-down territory here as the Bulldogs have but 1:19 remaining.
The game with several big plays. This, to this point, will be the most crucial. Of course, if they don't get it, then the next play will be. But big play here. Be interesting to see what they dial up over there in that offensive huddle.
I would think Connor Norsworthy's imprint would be on these final 2 plays. You go big or you go home with your best, and I think Norsworthy is their best, certainly on the offensive side of the ball. 3rd down and long. 1:19 to play. Tates Creek has been down all night. They now lead by 4 late. And E-Step Back to throw. And he's going to chuck it, and it's nearly picked off. It was dropped by Lazare Warren.
He was running before he actually had caught the ball. He knew he had it.
Well, it's all come down to this. This is the last hurrah, if you will, for Dunbar. They need something positive on 4th down and 9 from their 31-yard line. Stephen Eastep in the shotgun. Trips to the top. Norsworthy at the top of your screen as Eastep rolls that way. And Eastep, great pressure around the edge. And that ball is deflected and incomplete. That was wonderful pressure around the edge by Braden Hitch.
Really great effort there by Braden Hitch. 5'10", 225-pound sophomore, came from the backside and just got a piece of it before he could get rid of the ball. Huge play for Tates Creek there.
I think a missed assignment there. Their right tackle didn't even see Hitch go around. And Tates Creek's going to take 2 knees and go to the house with their first district win of the year. So many big plays in this game. But B.J. Evans, 4 touchdowns on the ground tonight. And Evans gets the hand.
I don't know why they just don't take a knee there, Chris. There's no need risking a play where you could possibly fumble the ball.
And Dunbar's out of timeouts.
Right. Just take a direct snap or get under the center and just get the ball and take a knee. An immediate knee.
Yes. We'll update the scoreboard at the conclusion of this game. Henry Clay with a gallant effort tonight versus Lafayette. We'll update you on that score. Also, scores coming in with both Bryan Station and Frederick Douglass. There's the traditional victory formation at Tates Creek. Sometimes it's not necessarily winning pretty, but just winning, and that's what Tates Creek has done tonight.
Well, one of the things we used to always say as a coach, Chris, I'd rather have an ugly win than a pretty loss.
And the Commodores, just that. And your heart goes out to Dunbar. This team, they played their guts out tonight. They're going to fall just a tad short. As Tates Creek with a win tonight, 25-21. Great ball game, Bill.
Absolutely a great game. Lots of things that we hadn't seen for the first time, and just different formations, different plays.
We'll step aside. Post-game report presented by Cartown Kia. On the other side, Tates Creek 25, Dunbar 21. Back in just a moment on Glycod.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Cartown Kia, your dealership for unmatched design, performance, and savings at 3120 Lexington Road in Nicholasville. Visit them online at CartownKiaUSA.com.
Final score tonight, Tates Creek hangs on 25-21 over Paul Lawrence Dunbar. This was a very entertaining game, Bill, and for the Commodores, didn't do very many good things execution-wise, but they did enough to win the game.
Sure, and I'm sure that's what the coach is talking to him about right now because they're going to want to enjoy this win, but they've got to look forward. They got 3 other district games, and I'm sure Coach Hawks is telling them, look, we can't make the mistakes that we made tonight and expect to win that game, the next games.
B.J. Evans, certainly the storyline on offense, 4 rushing touchdowns. He has 13 now for the game. He was certainly the stalwart for them on offense. And for Paul Lawrence Dunbar, a really solid effort. They had +3 on turnovers, and Dunbar with some really solid individual performances as well, Coach.
I thought so, too. I'm sorry I lost my papers there. And, yeah, just a really nice job there on the defensive side. Dunbar just really did a nice job of mixing up coverages. They mixed up the fronts, the stunts, really confused the blocking for Tates Creek, and I think that really kept them in the game. It did not allow Tates Creek to get into a good rhythm offensively. And so kudos to the defensive plan for Dunbar going into this game.
Several things we have to get to in our next segment. We'll have the Central Kentucky Driving School Drive of the game. Also take a look in just a little bit at your most outstanding players presented by our great friends at Elite Building Products. Final score tonight, Tates Creek 25, Paul Lawrence Dunbar 21. More coverage straight ahead from Glycod.
Confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
Let's get real. You could go to work right after high school, but spend a little time with us and we'll give you a better chance to do more, be more, and earn more. College for the real world. College for your world.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. with health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself. This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
When it comes to vaping, the truth can get clouded. So let's make it clear. Vaping is not safe for youth.
Because vaping can put microscopic particles into your lungs.
And dangerous things like metals into your body.
And nicotine, which can harm a person's brain development through their mid-20s.
With appealing flavors, high nicotine levels, and lots of promotion on social media.
Many kids think vaping is harmless, but it's not.
So talk to your kids about the risks of vaping.
Because when you talk, they hear you.
People want to define Gen Z, but that's our job.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
Back live at Tates Creek High School. Commodores a winner tonight over Dunbar 25-21. B.J. Evans with a huge play in this game. The game-winning touchdown, 32-yard touchdown rush. It was the fourth of his 4 touchdowns tonight. Career night for BJ, and BJ Evans, his touchdown rush is our Central Kentucky Driving School's drive of the game. Again, one play, 32 yards for BJ Evans. Congratulations to that young man, our Central Kentucky Driving School drive of the game. If you'd like more information on Central Kentucky Driving School, feel free to contact 859-538-7775. They've got driving lessons for teens and adults with behind-the-wheel instruction at drivecky.com. Take one more time out. We'll have the Elite Building Products Most Outstanding Player on the other side of this pause. Also, one quick glance at next week's schedule. We'll have all that for you in just a moment from Glycod.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
Are
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
A new year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
Let's get real. With us, you'll get a great education that can lead to a great career faster. Even better, you won't end up with crippling debt. College for the real world. College for your world.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Putting the finishing touches on Tates Creek's 25-21 win over Paul Lawrence Dunbar tonight. And Bill, looking at some of those stats, time of possession just staggering in this game.
Staggering. I had no idea that the differential was that huge. Tates Creek, 43 minutes and 50 seconds to Paul Lawrence Dunbar's 15 minutes and 3 seconds. Incredible. It's a credit to Paul Lawrence Dunbar that they were in the game having the ball that little amount of time.
Tonight's most outstanding players presented by Elite Building Products, locally owned and offering an outstanding selection of windows, doors, and siding. Stop in at 242 Wilson Drive in Nicholasville or visit them at EliteKentucky.com. They pride themselves on outstanding customer service and reputation. Again, Elite Building Products. For Paul Lawrence Dunbar, that young man really got them off on the right swing of things with the early pick six, Hassan Konate.
Yeah, and it really energized the team, made them feel like they had a shot, and, of course, they played that way the entire rest of the game. So, yeah, that was wasn't a game changer because the game was just getting started, but it was certainly a huge play to begin the game with.
Well, certainly for Tates Creek, it doesn't take Perry Mason to figure out it was B.J. Evans tonight.
No, he had 18 carries for 183 yards and not tidy little 10.2-yard average for carry there, 4 touchdowns. And along with that also, I think, his receiving yards. He had 5 for 30 yards. So he's the man you want to have the ball in his hands for sure.
B.J. Evans, a career night for Tates Creek, and the Commodores move to 3-3 on the season. Dunbar falls to 1-5. Both these teams in action again next week. We'll see Tates Creek next week as they travel to take on Lafayette, who at last check was leading Henry Clay in the fourth quarter of that game. We'll also have Male Fern Creek and a surprising Oldham County team as they'll travel to Ballard. And then a big game on the farm next Saturday. Bill and I will commence at noon with Bryan Station and Frederick Douglass. Well, Bill, enjoyed that one tonight. Your final observations on Tates Creek's big win?
Well, I thought that they would probably handle Dunbar a little more handily than they did. And as it was, they were just fortunate to get out with a win. So kudos to Dunbar for keeping it a tight game like that. And Tates Creek, kudos to them for hanging on and then just persevering there through the end and making sure they got the ball in B.J. Evans' hands.
That'll do it for our great Glycod crew tonight. Again, if you get a chance, please feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel and share the programming as we try to promote the best in high school athletics. Tonight's executive producer for Glycod was Steve Bird, Joe O'Melion on camera. For my partner, Bill Powell, I'm Chris Labar. Good night from Tates Creek High School. You've been watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been Central Kentucky High School Football, presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. Never underestimate you. Tonight's game was brought to you by Cartown Kia in Nicholasville, movement that inspires. IBEW Local 369, power up your potential. Mathnasium of East and West Lexington, changing lives through math. Roosters, a fun, casual place for wings and more. Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky. Community Action Council. New Vista. Tech 24. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment. And Fast Signs.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcasts, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from Glycod.